Alright ladies, I've made this video like 2 other times, so let's hope this one works. I cut my 1.5 inch width ribbon to 34 inches long. And what you're going to do is join the ends together, and you're going to see all my creases because, like I said, I made this before. And you're just going to want to find your center crease over here. Then, while the ends are still joined, you are going to want to measure down about 3.25 inches for your tails. So measure about down 3.25 and crease those together and get your crease. I like to run a lighter along it sometimes because I find that helps. What you're going to do is you're going to bring your side crease in towards your center crease, and you're just going to set it right on top. Now you don't want it super angled like this to where your bow is just sticking, your tail is sticking straight up. You're going to kind of want to run it along this back piece of ribbon here so that this loop is kind of skinny. And you take your right side ribbon and you're just going to set it right on top of your crease that you just set on top of your middle crease. You're just going to stack these creases up. Now pick your bow up. Make sure everything is still stacked on top of each other. I pull out my left side or your right side, whichever side, to kind of get the center. And I'm going to put it right on top of my thumb because that's holding down the center of all those creases. Just like that. We'll have a chance to really perfect the loops and make sure they're even later on. But I pull down over on my right side to get the center, and I just set it right on top. Eyeball the center over here, and this is your back. Alright, and here is your bow. I don't like messing with it too much when it's not in my salon clip, because this just kind of holds everything in place tighter than my fingers could. It's just like an extra hand having this salon clip. Now, as you can see, it's not even. There's one kind of side, there's one side that's kind of longer than the other. Now I'm just going to do some adjusting here. I'm not going to be able to tell you exactly how to get your loops even. You just kind of pull on the loops until they're all even. But when it looks as even, as it can get to you and you're done shaping it and everything, I have even had to take it apart and redo the whole process again. As I find sometimes that's easier than just sitting in here and messing with it. That kind of takes a while. Now it is just time to sew. I use upholstery thread and just some regular old needle. Now I just start from the bottom and I sew where it overlaps right here at the top. It kind of looks like a little V. And I just go down again. Not too big of stitches, not too small of stitches. And you want to make them even stitches also. That will help. I think I'm going to end up with about 4 where I should. And then I'm going to end like where I started. It's going to end up being, my last stitch is going to come up right at the V here where these two pieces overlap at the end. I'm just going to take it down one more time. Alright. Now I'm going to take it out of the salon clip, and at this point, well, let me cut this little tail off here. Now at this point I'm just going to hand crease it, but I like everything to be secured where I like it because that's what these stitches will do. It won't move as much, but I'm going to start at the end where there is no string hanging off. I don't cut this off yet. I'm going to start at the opposite side, and I'm just going to do like an accordion fold. There's really no good way to explain doing this, honestly. I'm just going to start folding this end down, and I like to use the V down towards where it starts overlapping right here as a guide. I fold it down there, and I make sure that I make sure that the stitches are kind of lined up. Do you see how these are lined up and how they're not lined up right now? I make sure that they're lined up. And I'm going to end up doing 3. My second one. Then I kind of flip it over a little bit and I flip my last side down. All right, and then you have your 3-fold crease right here. It's getting kind of dark outside, so that's why the lighting is changing. All right, and then I'm just gonna wrap it around the center here. And pull tight every time. That a couple times, and then I'm just gonna tie off on the back. All right, now just unfold your bow. I like to take my loops like this and just kind of pull them out, and that'll kind of get them out from underneath the center thread if there's anything there. And I pull the ends up and everything. And now you have your twisted boutique bow with 2 tails.